we have found a nice niche, you might say, that allows us to kind of, there we go, that allows us to kind of reach out and find some good deals. So I've been telling everybody out here for the longest that, these real estate deals, they don't just have to happen, like in big cities or on $200,000-300,000 houses. In fact, what we're finding is that you can reach into some additional markets out here and actually find some really sweet deals. There's some tips and tricks to it, but we've been successful in our research and testing, and uh, it works. So, and kind of an idea of the things that you need to kind of do to find these kind of deals. And so, like we've been pushing all along, is that, well, I build SEO websites and I target different cities. Some cities are easier than others, So with that said, it's kind of it's an easy target. That's my point here. It's kind of an easy target um, when you're focused like that. So, like a lot of what Will and I has been talking about is, we've really been able to jump out here and get into some markets that now I'm seeing other people trying to get into. But, face it, you can pick out a couple of good markets, launch a good website with good SEO, and probably jump up there really damn fast. And that's, a lot of what's happening with the show tonight. I wanted people to know that there, you can reach out into some virtual markets. You just have to network, and we'll show you really how to do that too. I got one property that we got owner financed, seller financed on a 5-year note. We took our time working on it and just got it fixed up, just doing a little here and there. And we're ready to sell it. And so we're looking at what we got. We paid $28,500 on a 5-year note,
Right.
and then your insurance and so forth. We pay, and then taxes. So, with that, and then we did some investing into it. We put in, we remodeled the bathrooms, we remodeled the kitchen, painted. We did a lot of sweat equity into the place. Will, he's a really great painter, so that really helped. Appreciate that. And so it's a matter of this property that we're talking about. I mean, shit. Right now, it would honestly probably bring, based on the comps in the area, it could very easily bring 6 figures. So the housing did jump a little bit here, which is kind of good, but I'm real excited about it because it's happening that way in a lot of these tertiary markets, tertiary being like third-tier markets, not necessarily Dallas. This ain't Dallas, but I don't give a fuck. I'm making money. I make more money than probably making in Dallas. So once we started focusing back on the smaller towns, we realized that we had a lot of buyers who want to buy these properties, even out-of-state buyers that are wanting to buy properties here because they know it's a great investment. Their money's solid, So, we stand to make about at least $50,000 on this property. And we could probably get more if we did a little finish up and replace that AC unit. So we're talking 50 grand on one property that didn't. I could have bought it owner finance, turn around, got it in my name, and then turn around, put it up for sale, and I could have sold it for probably. In fact, I had offers at 65 as is, and we had only done a partial remodel, but a guy wanted it for a rental. So, but we decided to hold on to it, and now that we did hold on to it, another 2 years. Now we can sell this property in the 6-digit range or close to it. Considering selling it lower, so I bring in a cash buyer just so it's a quick transaction because I got more properties that I've been buying, and so we're getting, like on this one, it'll be sold in probably about 2 weeks. And then we've got another one that we just got from a website, and that's what I'm here to tell you. The websites bring in business, and especially if you hit these guys. This market's 14,000 people, and part of that, that's not a big market. There's things you got to watch for, the employment and some other things, but that's what we came down here with that point. We were examining things, and we thought, we can get involved in these other markets without the type of risk that we have in others.